Why I love Ken. I love Ken because he's the person I've known since the beginning of my time with Habitat. He's always been such a great advocate for Habitat and a tireless volunteer through our Raise the Roof dinners, our golf events, and rummage sales, and really any event we've done. Even though he's been with Habitat for decades, he's never once been rigid or resisted growth. Never once has he said, well, Habitat used to do it this way. He's always supported growth to support more families. I also love Ken because I know whenever we talk, there's going to be some laughter and some joking around. I love you, Ken.
Why I love Ken. I love Ken because he has this amazing ability to make everybody feel special and loved and heard. I have witnessed Ken meet people that he has known for years, and he treats new people that he just meets the exact same way as he meets old friends. And that is just an amazing ability that Ken has. Ken works so tirelessly for Habitat. I remember when we were starting our faith build a couple years ago, and I had asked Ken to help me to make contacts in First English Church so we could have a build crew coming. Would you know it? That man, he scoured that church directory for everybody that could possibly want to come help build and spread the word about Habitat. He is amazing in that way, in making those connections. I love Ken so much. He reminds me of my own father that I've lost, my dear father. I lost a few years ago. As a matter of fact, when my mom went into hospice and we got word that she was going to be passing soon, I had stopped at Ken and Patty's house to drop off a gift for thank you for them from Habitat. And they welcomed me into their home, even though they were just getting done with dinner. And I sat down with them and chatted with them. And it was about an hour later, I was still sitting there chatting with them. And they just made me feel so special and so welcomed and let me talk about my parents. And I appreciated that so much. I appreciate everything that he's done for Habitat. And I appreciate so much that every time I went to a Habitat event, I kind of sought out and looked for Ken, because Ken made every event feel special and fun. And I'll never forget when I had to do a little talk for Habitat at one of the Holy Smoke events at Christ Lutheran Church. And I said, okay, Ken, when I'm done, let me know how I did so I can get a little feedback. Well, I came back to the table and he said, if I had a card like they do at the Olympics, I would give you a 10. And I felt so good about that. I just appreciate him so much. So I love you, Ken. I can't wait to just keep going with Habitat with you. Every time I go to an event, I'm just going to look for you and look for your smiling face. And I appreciate everything. So love you, Ken.
Hey Ken, this is Sherry. Say it's been a pleasure working with you all these years, and just knowing you and having you as a friend has really given me motivation to help people and to just be a better person. So enjoy, and we will see you around. Thanks, Ken.
I love Ken Kangas, that great smile and his joyful disposition. Ken is the very first sprout of the Habitat for Humanity group that's in Faribault in the Rice County area. He's worked and nurtured that vision to have it turn into the organization that it has become. So you deserve a rest, Ken. You changed the world for a lot of people. You changed the world. Wow. So Ken, hats off to you.
Ken, it's been a pleasure to get to know you as part of the Rice County Habitat for Humanity Board, and I treasure the fact that we are distant relatives as confirmed by Ancestry.com. One of the things that is said about all of our organizational work is that we stand on the shoulder of giants, and we need to be reflective of the vision of the founders and so on. And in your case, definitely You are one of those giants in terms of our organizational history, and I really appreciate all the years that you have served. A couple things that stand out to me are how much relationships matter to you, and how that is the way that you get a number of things done between board meetings. And also being an educator teacher, that comes through in the board meetings because you're always fully prepared and ask just the very best questions. I certainly will miss you in our board meetings and wish you the very best as you move into emeritus status, and I hope that does mean that you continue to be actively involved. Thank you, Ken.
Ken, I love you, man. I think it's been 5 years since we've been introduced, Ken, since I got involved in Habitat. I certainly know of the role that you've played in Habitat over the past few decades, well before I was even a twinkle in anybody's eye, and all that work speaks for itself. And even though I've only known you for the last 5 or 6 years, I feel as if I've known you for the past 30 years. And I think that's a testament to your character and the way you carry yourself and interact with those around you. And I couldn't wish you any more happiness in your retirement. So Patty, that may sound like he's going to be around the house more, and that's what it is. Good luck. But Ken and Patty, I wish you all the best. Ken, I love you. Take care.
Well, we've been asked to send a message to Ken about why we love him so much. And I think, first of all, I want to tell you, Ken, that you really, in your own way, have been a great role model for me in so many ways. Number one, just for your devotion to your community at large, not only Habitat, but for all things. And two, simply being one of the most kind people I've ever met. I wish you well, Ken, and I look forward to continue to see you at various events in the community. Congratulations on everything you've done for Habitat. Take care.
Hey everybody, Brent here. I'm currently in Melbourne, Australia, where I'm here for the Rotary International Conference, but wanted to take a minute or two and say why I love Ken Kangas. Number one, Ken is Habitat Rice County. He's been there since the beginning. If he doesn't know the answer to any question, he'll make up the answer and we'll all believe it. So we're going to miss that on the board. Ken, why else do I love Ken Kangas? It's his sense of humor. It's dry, it's witty, it comes at you when you don't expect it, and it's something I've come to really honor and cherish about Ken. So we'll miss you, Ken, on the Habitat board, and know you'll do a great job on your church board. Best of luck with that, and good day, everyone, from down under. Thanks, bye.
Well, hi, Ken. We're supposed to make a video why we love Ken Kangas. Well, what's not to love about Ken Kangas, for one, but for me, I love you, Ken, because you're a warm, kind, giving person. You put your heart and soul in everything you do. You love to laugh. You have a great sense of humor, and all of our meetings are good because of you. And you will be missed greatly, but we will see you out and about, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for all you do for us. Bye.